Here we go.
Yeah.
Doubles. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yo, 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 what's up, what's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one, the only, you know him as the indelible one, also known as the...
DBL Nicks in the house.
No, you're also known as the...
The Rainmaker.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for right there. That there was what I was looking for. Yeah, baby, yeah. And then, of course, it's not a show without the bushy tail. Stock Queen herself, the one, the only, the Serengeti Specialist. We call her the Serengeti Specialist. You know her as DBL Moms. Yeah, baby, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get into this. All right, first of all, this is not stock or financial advice, Doubles. You know that, right?
Ish.
This is just a show, baby.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it's just a show. Do your own due diligence. All right, here we go. If you're not subscribed to YouTube, could you do what this young man asks, please?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing's caring, folks. Sharing is caring. It helps the stream grow. It helps us put more content out for you. And it helps. It just helps. I'm just saying it just helps. Okay. If you're not following us on X, a.k.a. Twitter, it's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, you can follow us on Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, you can also follow us on TikTok at DBL
At
Nicks.
DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks. But the screen name's Coach Nick Money.
Coach Nick Money.
Yeah. And then, of course, we're going to be streaming live on the social media platforms for quite a while. And then at around 9:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be streaming live in our own private Discord where we go really in depth on how we actually trade different stocks, find different stocks, the indicators that we use, our entry strategies, exit strategies, all kinds of strategies. And there's a link in the description and in the pinned comment to do a 5-day trial so that you can see us do our live stream as well as access all of our super duper pickaroos, aloits, you know, those parabolic aloits. So the link's in the description and the pinned comment to do a 5-day trial for $1. And then it's $49.99 thereafter. We call a lot of bangers a lot of times. This morning we called for the Discord. DGLY went up 120%.
120%.
And then we called ALBT, currently up 150%. 150%, and that's what we're looking at right now on the screen. We're looking at ALBT. ALBT, baby. ALBT. So here's the story, and there's always a story. It's got a float of 4.73 million, and the volume is almost 42 million. I like juicy volumes and itsy bitsy tiny weeny floats. I like that a lot. Currently it's up 163%. We're watching it form a pennant, baby, on the 1 minute, on the 1 minute. It has a story. Doubles, it has a story. Avalon Laboratory Services, MSO, to launch sale of proprietary FDA registered external male catheter device. That came out at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let's get the graffiti pencil out. Let's put it on the 5-minute first. Let's go.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Let's get rid of some of these drawings. Folks. Let's clear the slate, if we will. We're going to clear the slate. Let's go ahead and let's zoom in. All right. So what do we got here? We got a situation over here where we could potentially be looking at a pennant right here. Right over here, and right over there. Maybe a pennant, possibly. It has a bunch of top tails. I don't like that. But it needs to hold support on the bottom part of this pennant and eventually break on out of this resistance area of the top pennant line. So let's look at it on the 1 minute doubles.
1 minute.
We're going to take a look at the 1 minute doubles. Here we go. We're looking at it. Let's zoom in a little bit. Make it a little bit more schmexy. A little schmexy. It looks like a little bird. Right? It looks like a little bird. Right? With a beak? No? Or maybe a dinosaur? A dinosaur or a duck. So here's the situation. We want to see the 9 EMA start curling upward. It is extended from the VWAP. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of the graffiti lineage over here. So we have the VWAP right here. So it is quite extended. It is a sub-dollar stock, so it's going to be very volatile. And what we want to see is not what we're seeing right now, which is that it is breaking the support area on the bottom. Now, quite frankly, if we go to the 5-minute, and let's take a look at the 5-minute, we could see that the price action just basically shot straight on up. You can see that. So it is super extended. And if we go to the 1-minute, we can see that the price action is starting to pull down on the RSI. You can see that the RSI was certainly oversold. It dipped, it oversold again, and now it's pulling back down. It's trying to hold at the 20 EMA right over here, and it is giving us a bottom tail, but it's a red bottom tail. We need green bottom tails, folks. So we'll keep an eye on it to see if this bottom tail can resolve itself. And we got a new candle. It's green, but again, it is below the 9 EMA. We want to see the price action get above the EMA, but of course, we still have some more consolidation going on in this pennant. So as long as it stays above this line, it's still valid. If it drops below this line and starts pulling towards the VWAP, then just then maybe we might say forget about it. And right now it's toying with my emotions over here, Doubles. It keeps dipping below the trend line. We don't like that, but we'll keep an eye on it because it's still giving me some bottom tails. They're red. We don't like the red ones. We like the green ones because the red ones can do what it's doing right now, which is pulling downward. Level 2 is very heavy on both sides. There's a battle royale going on between buyers and sellers. We're going to keep an eye on this because these are the type of situations that if volume does come in, we could have a squeezy. Nice and easy. Nan Daddy's in the house. Yo, what's good?
Yes,
Doubles is here in the house. He had some things to take care about. He had some things to take care about yesterday, but he's back and better than ever.
Yes, sir.
Let's go check out VIRX for my man because right now we're waiting for the ALBT to resolve itself. So let's go take a peeky weeky. All right, so we're looking at it on the 1 minute. It is forming a cup and handle on very light volume. Let's go ahead and give it a circle so you can see the cup and handle. I don't like the fact that the cup and handle is below the VWAP because you have significant resistance at the VWAP. And since it's below the VWAP, you've got low volume. VIRX jumped after corporate update. That's the news. They had earnings per share of -25, which beat the predictions by 11 cents. The float is on the heavier side. Again, the stock is sub-dollar, so again, the float is a little bit more lenient with the float rule when it comes to a sub-dollar stock, but they're very volatile. The float is 27 million. Volume is only 14, almost 15 million. So there's your issue right there. What we want to see is this 9 EMA start curling upward, and of course we expect the resistance to be at the VWAP. Hopefully it'll get some volume and it'll start moving. Right now it's up 24%. Needs volume. It needs volume. It has news. It needs volume. It needs some attention. Somebody needs to pay attention to it. Okay, let's go back to ALBT, see what's going on. Did it resolve itself on this pennant? Did it resolve itself? We're waiting. We're watching. And so far, it's like watching wet paint dry because it's really not breaking out. But it is maintaining itself on this trend line right here. It's not crashing below it. That's good. It's starting to curve somewhat, a little bit. You know what it needs, Doubles? You know what it needs, Doubles?
Vitamin V?
It needs to get itself a little bit of D.
Oh.
It needs to get a little bit of D. Jimmy's in the house. What's up, Jimmy? What's going on? He wants to know about DGLY. Let's go take a look at it. We're going to have to jump between that one and this one because this one's starting to curl a little bit. It's starting to curl a little bit, Jimmy. Jimmy, it's starting to curl a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's starting to push a little bit. A little bit. We now have 228,000. Volume is starting to come in. It's the little green monster starting to peek out. Oh. It's like a little turtle head. It's trying to pump. It's trying to push. Oh, how cute. Look at that. It got so big. Oh, looky. Squeezy. Come on, more volume. It needs more volume. It doesn't have the volume yet. 620,000. It's coming in. Can we get a squeezy, nice and easy? Can we get the graffiti pencil out? I'm going to get the graffiti pencil out. Let's make believe that this is the high of day, because it actually is 0.7459. And let's make believe that it's going to test the high of the day. Oh my God, it tickled the high of the day. But it's a top tail. 178%, folks. 178%. Yeah, baby. Yeah, sugar. What's up? What's up, baby? Come on, pump it up. Pump up the volume. Let's go to the 5 minute.
5 minute.
Here we go. 5 minute. It looks so much more dramatic on the 1 minute, though, doesn't it?
1 minute.
I like it more on the 1 minute. But this is giving me vibes of a double top. I don't like that. I don't like that. You see the double tops over here, doubles. I don't like this. This is constraining. We need volume so that it can break through this resistance level, which is the high of day. Otherwise, this could be the end of the breakout, and that would really suck. It needs to reclaim this wick. We don't want top tails, yo.
We like the bottom.
Oh, wait, doubles. It's trying. It's trying. It's trying.
Give us the bottom.
Could we be tricking the shorts? I don't know. I don't know. Or is this a bull trap? Is this a bull trap? Because if it's a bull trap, I'm going to be upset. Top tails. I don't like the top tails, dude. I don't like them. I want the bottom tails, dude. All right. So there is certainly a lot of people on both sides of this transaction right now. So this is the type of situation that it could either crash because you do have a double top, or if volume comes in, you can have a good little squeeze. It's already up 180%, folks. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, you know, if it flushed, I wouldn't be completely surprised. But if it squeezed, I wouldn't be completely surprised. So, you know what? We're going to come back to you. We're going to keep an eye on you. We're going to put you on a little side chart. Let you cool off a little bit. Let you catch your breath. Little side chart. And Jimmy wants us to see DGLY. DGLY. So let's take a look at it. It basically is kind of on the bearish side, but it is consolidating, right? So it broke this trend line, this downward trend right here. This is on the 1 minute. You can see that the volume is kind of light. If we zoom in, you can see it's kind of choppy action, kind of barcode-esque, if you will. I could go ahead and get another graffiti pencil and draw the consolidation below the VWAP. Below the VWAP. So we got significant resistance at the VWAP, and it is barcoding, which indicates that there is a light amount of volume. That's not good for parabolic moves. We don't like that, doubles. We don't.
No.
All right?
No.
So it's in a channel. We need to see it break this resistance area where VWAP is to become Shemexi. And right now, we can see that the 9 EMA is moving downward. We don't want to see that. We don't want that. We want to see the 9 curl and pass through. Curl, and pass through the VWAP. Otherwise, what have you done for me lately, DGLY? I know you went up 120% earlier in the day. I know that. But it's you, not me. You need to get over VWAP. All right? All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on. ALBT, parabolique. ALBT, the Serengeti specialist, the bushy tail one, is telling me that it's up 211% with a top tail. You nasty little whatever you are. You nasty thing, you nasty stock. And it's trying to reclaim the upper wick. All right, let's see what's going on. 212%, folks. Oh, how blessed. The double top did not actually happen, doubles. It actually went beyond that. That is very, very Shemexi. Let's take a look at this ticker. Let's go to a longer time frame and see what's going on with it. All right, so here we are. We had the little pennant. We told you it was a pennant, and it became a nice little breakout. Yeah, all right. Listen, I just got you something here for 220 some odd percent doubles. You know that, right? Huh? Or 212%. Folks, would you kindly share the stream?
Because sharing is caring.
Because sharing is caring. I need some espresso.
Yeesh.
Because they're going to share the stream.
Yeesh.
And if they share the stream, other folks are going to be coming in. I got to have my energy. All right. He wants LGVN. We're going to do that in about a moment because it looks like ALBT is still trying to reclaim that top tail. It's trying to reclaim the top tail. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute doubles. It is extended, of course. The RSI is now starting to get into the region of being overbought. We have 3 triple top tails. It wouldn't surprise me if we have a pullback, but can it hold? Can it hold, let's say, around this level right over here? Right over here at around 77 cents. Can it hold 77 cents? That is the question, because that would be nice, because then maybe we could have a little bounce, and maybe another play at going towards a new high. Let's see. It's giving me a little bit of a red bottom tail. Again, we don't like red ones. We like the green ones. We like green bottom tails is what we're looking for. Right now, 1.5 million shares on this candle, but this particular candle only has 620,000 shares. It is a bottom tail red. It is struggling to remain a bottom tail red. We're going to keep an eye on you. Let's go ahead and put a little level right here. Could this hold as support right there? Could that hold as support? It turned green, doubles. It's tantalizing me. I'm watching it as it tantalizes. Could this be somewhat of a pullback? Could those top tails in fact be fake? I don't know. I want to see it stay above this, and now we got a red one. Not bueno. Come on. Hold the support area. Show me what you got. Are you going to go for the next push up? That's what the question is. Here it is again, tantalizing with a potential green bottom tail. Not a lot of momentum on it, not a lot of volume on it. Currently 194,000 shares. That's not a lot of volume in light of the amount of volume that was on these other candles. It is pulling back. It is extended on both the 1 minute and the 5 minute. Look at that 5 minute. But the 5 minute is also attempting its best to give us a bottom tail. But it is a red one. We don't want the red ones. We want the green ones. So if this bottom tail on the 5 minute turns green, that would be absolutely schmexy. But right now it's red, so I don't trust it. We need to see what's going to happen. Let's pay attention to it, because it is at a juncture where it can pull back or it can keep moving. It's in a channel, doubles. It's in a channel between the high of 82.76 and this area right here, 76.71. We want to make sure that it stays above 76.71. And if it does not, then it'll keep pulling back, and we'll go and take a look at another Zigger. You know what I mean? All right, doubles. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, that's the story. That's the story. So today has been a relatively low volume day. Consumer price index is coming out at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So a lot of people have taken their chips off the gambling table, if you will. But doubles. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's already at. Oh, that's right. It's 8:47. So it came out already. Oh, do we have any news on CPI? Could we get the news on CPI as we watch a bottom tail forming on ALBT? ALBT. What is the Consumer Price Index news? Anybody?
CPI or PPI?
CPI. Consumer Price Index. That's what we're looking for. Let's see what's going on. Let's go. All right, this is tantalizing me with a bottom tail, but it's red. We're going to switch over to LGVN. Jimmy, let's see what's going on, but we might have to jump back and take a look at our good friend, the one and only ALBT. Let's see what LGVN is doing. LGVN needs volume, baby. You can see it's very choppy, especially if I go to 1 minute. 1 minute, it is trending upward, but it needs volume in a big, big way. LGVN, 5 million float. There's only 52,000 shares that have been exchanging hands today. So there's your issue. Lack of volume, baby. Lack of volume. I don't see any news for it. Needless to say, it needs volume. Let's go back to ALBT. Let's go back to it. ALBT. Jimmy said he bought Serve at $2. $2. Serve is currently... Where is Serve? Serve is currently at $13.76. Good for you. That is awesome. And it does have news. Serve Robotics and Shake Shack roll out autonomous robot delivery via Uber Eats. Float 17 million. Volume 4 million, and that has not stopped it from running. And ALBT is currently up 217%, folks. 217% with a top tail. It is really like playing on my nerves, though. 223 with a top tail. My, oh, mio. Mio, mio, mio. How about that pennant, though, huh? That pennant was kind of nice, and it did give us an A, B, C, D. Almost gave me a heart attack with that A, B, C, D, but that was a bull pattern, and now we have another top tail. So it's still fighting. It's still pushing. There's still a lack of volume. Do we know what the CPI came out at yet? Did it come out yet? Did it come out yet? Does anybody know what's going on? It's pushing. It's pushing. It's pumping, ALBT 227%, folks. 227%. That's what's going on right now. And now it's pulling back. So it gave us 227%. You saw it live on the live stream, folks. Yes. And it is still trying to break that resistance area right around here of 82.78, which was the previous high before we got 84. Actually was a little bit higher than that because you have a top tail, but the actual candle itself was right at around that 82-ish, 83-ish number. Right now it's giving me a red doji, so it would be indicative of a pullback. CPI, what's the story? It says
here, this was referencing July 2024.
Latest numbers, 0.2% on the consumer price index for July. So it's up slightly. Shouldn't have that much of an effect on our micro caps, but now it's over, so that's that. PPI was when? Yesterday, or it's coming up? We don't know. It don't matter. It don't matter because we just got a 227% run out of ALBT. ALBT 227%. We had a 120% run from DGLY. So that's the story. There's baggers galore. Baggers galore this morning. Yep. Okie dokie. Now, let's go and take a look at Serve, Jimmy. I know you got in at $2, which is tremendous. We had a cup and handle over here. A cup and handle. That's what we saw yesterday in after hours and during regular hours, and the price was very choppy, but it has broken out into a bullish pattern. SERV has news out that they are working with Shake Shack to roll out autonomous robot delivery via Uber Eats, and it is currently up 31, almost 32% at $13.76. And our friend on social media, Jimmy, got in at $2. Congratulations. Bonjour. Pepe Le Pew. Good job, my brother. Good job. Keep it up. That's like a huge return for Jimmy. Good job. Yay. Excellent. All right, so here we go. This is the 1 minute. Let's take a look at it on the 5-minute doubles. And you can see more clearly that there was clearly a cup and handle formation. It even did a little bit of a double bottom over here and shot up a little bit choppy in its price action. But it did, in fact, jump up and beautiful. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm saying that I like it a lot. Let's go to Buru, 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 Buru. And it is a $2.17 stock, currently up 36%. Float is a micro mini skirt float of 384,000 shares. Volume 2.8 million. And there was a statement of beneficial ownership insider trading on August 12th. So what do we got? We got what it might be. Let's do it on the 1 minute. What might be a potential sloppy cup and handle, like a sloppy one, you know, a little on the sloppy side. Let's clean this up a little bit. Maybe this could be a potential cup and handle, right? And then if we get really specific, maybe this could be a pennant. But you know what? It needs doubles, right? Yeah. What does it need, doubles? It needs volume, baby. Vitamin V. That's what this needs. A little bit of vitamin V. A little bit of demand wouldn't hurt either. And this could become quite schmexy. All right. Jimmy wants to know about GCTS. That ran yesterday. If I remember correctly, it was a pretty heavy floated stock, and then it tanked. Yeah, right there. There's the tank. They probably filed a shelf registration and then executed a delusionary. Dilution. They diluted, darn it. They diluted. That's what I meant.
Gotcha.
That's what I meant. They diluted, I think. I think they diluted.
Yeah.
Let's clear this up. Let's clear this up, doubles.
Yeah.
We're clearing this up over here. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We've already cleared this up, and we're looking at the chart. Let's go to the 5 minute.
5 minutes.
We're going to 5 minute, and it is barcoding. It needs volume. It's barcoding. It is above VWAP. That's good. Okay, it is above VWAP. Let's take a look at some of the specifics on GCTS. Okay, it was expected U.S. company earnings on Wednesday, so it's expecting earnings. The float is on the heavy side at 31 million. I don't like that. That's a little bit too heavy for my blood. Volume is only 146,000. I don't like that either, but they are expecting earnings, so if earnings come in, maybe we get a little bit of an uptick. It is a continuation play. I'm pretty sure they probably diluted yesterday, which caused this massive drop, but I could be wrong about that. I'm just speculating based on what I'm seeing. They had news yesterday that they signed a memorandum of understanding with Samsung to accelerate the development of 4G, 5G chipset and modules. That was the news for yesterday, and now they are expecting earnings today. But if we go to the 1 minute chart, you can see clearly that there is not that much volume on this ticker. It certainly does not have a lot of attention on it. 720 is the number that I'm seeing on this particular candle. So without the attention, it doesn't look too juicy at this point, but it's supposed to have earnings. So let's see what happens when it has earnings. But the float's too big. I don't like the float. I don't like the float. I don't like it. Doubles, I don't like it. So, yeah, you ran yesterday. All right. What about today? What about today? What have you done for me lately, baby? What have you done for me lately? But I'll tell you which one is moving. ALBT.
ALBT.
ALBT up 258%. It's traveling to the $1 mark, ladies and gentlemen. Traveling to the $1 mark. It's pumping, it's pushing. Let's go to the 5 minute. And we can see that it is quite extended on the 5 minute, but it's still giving gifts of 262%, folks. 262%, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute. 266. Can I get 269? Careful, mother. I'm just joking. 271. They went right past it. They wouldn't give it to me. 271%. And we now have resistance at the 97-cent mark. And of course, we're getting close to the $1 mark. So that would be like a natural thing to be a potential stumbling block, would you say? Possibly. But that could be another squeezy situation. Could be. Without espresso ice, though. All right, let's go to a longer time frame as it keeps squeezing up 278%. Wait a minute. It's tantalizing 98 cents here. 278% so far, folks. 278 is the number of the squeezy. Nice and easy so far. That's where it's been. It's giving us a top tail on the 5 minute. We don't like that. Let's take a look at it on the 1 minute real quick. And it is pulling back. Okay, all right. I don't like this top tail, but let's see what happens. It is super extended. It does have news. Okay, the float is 4.7 million. The volume is out of control. 64 million shares. So that's good. Let's go to the longer time frame and see what the history of this ticker is. So on 20 days, you can see that the price went completely bananas. Let's go a little bit further out. Let's go 180 days. 180 days. So we could start creating some levels. Let's do that. Graffiti pencil activated. We got a level over there, a level over there, a level over there. Wow, look at that level right there. And then $1.44 way up here, way up there. All right, so we got some room to play with. Let's go to the daily chart. Oh my. You mean to tell me that it's only been up as high as $1.44 in the past year? Oof. I mean, we're far off from that right now. But a boy can dream, right? A boy can dream. Yeah. I'm just saying. Right now, we're at 98 cents. If it can break that dollar, and if it breaks that $1.44, is that what it was? $1.44 doubles? What was it? Let's go back. $1.44. If it can break this level right here, oh boy. Let's go put a little alert just in case. I'm not saying it's going to do it. I'm not saying that, Doubles. I'm just saying I want to keep an eye on it, because
Keep an eye.
if it can do that, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on ALBT. It's being a very nice stock this morning. It does have a top tail on the 5 minute. Let's go to 1 minute, see what's going on with it. And it looks like it's trying to resolve itself. It's trying to make another play for the 98-cent mark. Let's see what happens. Of course, that $1 mark is also a significant area that could potentially act as some form of resistance, but there is a tremendous amount of volume. It is by far the leading gainer this morning. So far, it's the leading gainer by a lot, a lot. DGLY is up 76% after being up 120%. So that would be like the second leading gainer, which is not even close. And this is making a play for another potential move. Wait a minute. It's so choppy. It's so choppy, I tell you. Watching it, top tail red, not what I want to see. Although we can see that the 9 EMA is still holding up. So we need to see this 9 EMA keep curling upward. Could it be bouncing off the 9 EMA? See, it hasn't curved downward. So the implication is that it still has a trajectory pushing it upward. There's a lot of people on both the bid and the ask on the level 2. We are certainly in the overbought area of the RSI, but it's not all the way up here yet, right? And again, we are at around that $1 mark. So that's going to be a significant resistance area. And you can see that this candle is pulsating, giving us an indication that there are a tremendous amount of people on the bid and the ask, and there's a bunch of selling, but it's still holding up. So this could potentially be another situation where it squeezes unless volume starts to drop, in which case we could see a flush. And the volume is not that high on this candle, Doubles. It's not. It's only about 580,000 shares. So it's not going berserk at this momento, right? Let's pull it over here a little bit. Let's zoom in a little bit. This is a little bit of a situation where it's a little bit of a battle royale over here, a little battle royale. But how about that bull pennant we called way back here? And that was before it ran up like 200 and 268, 278%. Oh, looky, it looks like an ABC might be happening. ABCD. Oh, let's go and get the graffiti pencil out. Let's see if it does it for us. Is it going to be a double top, or is it going to be an ABCD bull? Double top or an ABCD bull? Let's go. Come on. I'm going to draw it just in case it wants to do it. Come on. ABCD bull. Let's go, baby. Do what you gotta do. This particular candle is now up to 670,000 shares. 670,000 shares. Let's see what happens here. Will it get the volume to push it up for another squeeze? Let's do this. We've already drawn some areas of resistance, and of course, a very key critical area is going to be that $1.44. If it can make it up to the $1.44 mark and pierce through it, we could, Doubles, have blue skies. Blue skies, baby.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like on the 1 minute. It is making another play at this resistance area at around 97 cents. And it is moving quite slow, but it is the leading gainer, so we're going to pay attention to it. We're not going to move away from this stock for a while because it is the leading gainer, Doubles. It is the leading gainer. So we have a situation on the 5-minute chart where it's trying to form a bottom tail green, but it's not quite there. It needs more volume. If it starts turning red, then we are losing momentum. It is super extended, but it seems like it's still trying to squeeze up. It's still trying to squeeze up. Let's go to a longer time frame and see what has happened in the recent past. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Okay, the 4-hour chart goes back 180 days, and you could see that the price action moved aggressively back in June. So I wouldn't expect too many people held from then. You had a little bit of a spike over here. This is what, July 31. Of course, these folks would probably take profits at around 9:30 if they haven't done pre-market trading. Okay, all right, but still the price action super high over here. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's get back to the 5-minute, see what the 5-minute looks like.
5 minute.
And the 5-minute is a red. It looks like a red doji. That's what it looks like, doubles. A red doji candle. That's what's happening so far. So there's indecisiveness between the buyers and sellers. And I mean, if it pulled back, I wouldn't be totally surprised because it is quite extended and it did have a lot of green candles, but it's not giving up. So there's that possibility that we could potentially have a squeeze here. So we're going to keep an eye on it and see if it can do it. Let's go back to the 1 minute. The 1 minute is a lot more reactive, doubles.
Yes.
All right, it's now below the 9 EMA, and the 9 EMA is starting to curl downward. So that would be an indication that we're losing some momentum. Let's put a level right here. Let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil activated. Let's get the correct one right there, that one. Let's get that graffiti pencil. We want to see it maintain itself above that. We want to see the 9 EMA start curling upward, and then we want to see the continuation of an ABCD pattern. But we do have the potential that it's a double top. Here's a top, and here's a top. You can see it more clearly on the 5 minute. So you do have a potential bear pattern here with this candle and this candle being top tails. Now, we do see that this candle is trying to give us the formation of a bottom tail green. So like I said, a massive battle between buyers and sellers, massive battle between bulls and bears. The stock has been up 278%. And what I like about it is that it's not giving up on this level, which is a good sign because it means that even though there's a lot of selling going on, there are people buying into it. But it is heavily traded on both sides, and there are indicators that it's due for a pullback. You could see that the RSI on the 1 minute is starting to drift downward towards the oversold area, but it's still near the overbought area, and you can see that the volume candles are diminishing. So this is a type of situation where you could definitely see a pullback from here. The 9 EMA looks like it's a pullback, but again, I'm not convinced that that's the case because it's not dropping from this level. It's consolidating. It's consolidating. So I'm going to keep watching and I'm going to see what goes on with this ticker. Let's watch this because this could still squeeze. The volume is very low, but it's pushing,
It's pumping.
and it's trying. Volume's low. I don't trust it with this low volume. I don't trust it with this low volume. Let's see what's going on. It has to break through this level right here, which is around 97 cents. And it's just not moving fast enough. It's not. DBL moms, keep an eye on ALBT. We're going to go and check out another ticker right now. What are we going to check out? What's the ticker?
Sierra Foxtrot Romeo Mike.
Sierra Foxtrot Romeo Mike. This is for Jimmy. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I always get that wrong. SFRM. SFRM. All right, let's go. No? Let's try it again. What do you got there?
That's what you said, SFRM.
Did I type it wrong? SFRM? It's not coming up, Jimmy.
No.
SFRM, not coming up, right? SFRM, not coming up, Jimmy.
Nope.
Give me another one. Another one. Let's go back to this other tickeroo. ALBT. And it is still trying to break out of this area, not moving right now. So let's go and take a look at some other tickers that have moved in the morning. We'll jump back to ALBT if it starts to move. Let's go to CDT, right over here. And it popped up, you can see, to almost 24 cents, and it has been selling off and now consolidating. This is what it looks like on the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. And when we zoom in, we can see that it is attempting to break out of this downtrend. It needs to do that with more conviction, in my humble opinion, and then it would need to break through the resistance of the VWAP right over here. So we're going to go and draw a level right here. So CDT, you ran earlier in the morning, but what have you done for me lately? You haven't done much for me lately right now, so SERV, moving on up from this cup and handle pattern right here. It continues to move up. SERV still up only around 34%, but what a move. And we certainly had Jimmy, who bought it at $2, who made some money on SERV. Congrats to him. Let's see what else we got. EDBL. edible. That one had news, and it ended up forming a double top over here. A double top over here, and came crashing down, broke on the trend line, and has been moving downward ever since. So we need to see a break of this downtrend, doubles. A break of this downtrend right over here, right there. That's what we need to see happen. Okie dokie. Let's go back to ALBT. ALBT. Let's go take a look at ALBT. Still fighting, still fighting. Jimmy says it's SRFM. SRFM. Is that it? SRFM. Okay, we're going to have to take a peek at it in about a second, because this ticker right here is starting to try to move upward, and we're going to keep an eye on it. Again, it is still fighting to shoot upward. ALBT has had a high of 278%, and it was forming an ABCD pattern earlier. We have resistance at the 98-cent mark, which is the high of the day, and 97 cents, roughly, right around that area. We have potential blue skies over $1.44. It is still holding above the 87-cent mark, which is good. We have a lot of top tails on the 5-minute. Let's take a look at it on the 1-minute. It's still consolidating. It's not giving up. That's good. But I really want to see this 9 EMA curl upward. And it's starting to curl downward, which would be an indication that we're getting some buyer fatigue. Let's see if it can bounce. I want to see the price action above the 9 EMA. I want to see the 9 EMA start curling upward, and that would suggest a potential squeezy, nice and easy. We're just not there yet. So what's that ticker, doubles? S what? SRFM. SRFM for Jimmy in the house. Okay, it is barcoding on the 1-minute. You can see that it is clearly barcoding. It needs volume. It needs volume. It is a heavy floated stock at 70 million. That is not nice at all. No. Volume is only 189,000. Not schmexy.
Not schmexy.
You need volume, and you know what? You just got too much float for my taste. I don't like thick floats. I don't like thick floats. So, unless you get a lot of volume, you're not schmexy. No. Back to ALBT. Let's see what's going on with it. ALBT, checking it out. And we could clearly see now that the 9 EMA is starting to curl downward. It looks like the fatigue has hit. So let's get rid of these drawings over here. Let's get rid of these drawings. So it looks like the ABCD did not pan out. Now, if it doesn't hold at 87, we could start seeing a significant pullback towards VWAP, which is down at 71 cents. That's not what we want. Let's see if it can hold this level and bounce, but it is starting to turn more and more bearish as time progresses. You know what? It ran up almost 300%. So, what comes up has to go down.
Must go down.
Right. So we need to see a break of this downward trend right here for it to be schmexy. We're going to go and take a look at some other tickers, because this is getting kind of boring at this point. Let's take a look at SGD. SGD. Here we go. SGD, folks. SGD popping off. 44 cents was a high. Let's go ahead and put a level over there. Let's get that graffiti pencil activated. Graffiti pencil activated. Top tail. We don't like top tails doubles.
We like the bottom.
We like the bottom tails. Let's see what the story is. This is like a top tail red. This is not what we want to see. So Safe and Green Development Corporation secures strategic investment of $10 million from Arena Investments. This was at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Float 5.76 million. That's not bad. Volume only 6.78 million. Okay. The volume's just not that high. I'm going to put you on a side chart. Because if you start to get some volume, SGD has been parabolic in the past, doubles. It has. But right now it looks quite bearish on the 5-minute, and it looks quite bearish on the 1-minute. Here's your shoulder. Here's your head. Here's your shoulder. So you got a head, a shoulder, and a pull down. Can it hold VWAP? VWAP is a critical area. Let's go ahead and draw that line right there on VWAP. That's good. 9 EMA pulling up over VWAP. That's good, but it needs to break another level right around here, which is around 41 cents. And otherwise, we got those two shoulders right there. So it needs to break past those shoulders, and it needs to break past that cabeza, a.k.a. that head. It needs to break past it. Let's take a look at Avalon. again. Let's go take a look at Avalon again. ALBT. Let's see what's going on with it. And again, it has not broken that trend line. It is holding support. So in essence, it's forming another pennant. You could say that this area right here, let's change it to white so you can see it a little bit more clearly. This area right here could be a support area that forms a pennant, right? So here's your resistance, here's your support. Remember, we had that pennant that was broken over here, right? So we had that pennant here that had formed, and it also ended up ultimately breaking that pennant and going parabolic. It's been a choppy journey for ALBT. However, it did hit a high of 278%. So we're going to keep an eye on it. It is still forming somewhat of a pennant. It is super extended. This is the 1 minute. And if we go to the 5 minute, you can see that it is absolutely extended, but that hasn't stopped it from going parabolic. And it has news. It has relatively low float. The volume is out of control. 74 million shares, and this is a stock that's under 5 million float. So that is absolutely amazing. Amazing. But I'm sure that as we get closer to the 9:30 bell, there's going to be folks that are going to take profit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? So there's always that possibility of that pullback. And again, it needs to maintain the support area. If it doesn't, then we might be getting that major pullback. Remember, it went up 278%, and now it's dropped down about 38%. It's about 240% up at this point. So that's a significant drop. But it you know, I mean, I got to say, ALBT, you were very schmexy earlier. You really were. There goes the break of the support. There goes the break of the support. That's not a good sign. This is on the 1 minute candle, 1 minute candle. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute candle. This might be the beginning of the pullback.
Yes.
All right, we need to see it get above this line. If it keeps dipping below this line, we could be seeing a more significant pullback on it. Right now, it's dropped down to about 239%. We really want to see it stay above this area right here of 87, 88 cents right here. If it could stay above that, then we might have another potential squeeze on it, but it doesn't look like we have the volume profile for that at this point. What we seem to have is a situation where it needs to pull. So we have now 2 red candles on the 1 minute, and the second red candle is clearly below this area that was support, and now this area becomes resistance. So this would be indicative of the price action starting to pull downward. And if I zoom in, you can clearly see that the 9 EMA is now starting to dip down. 9 EMA has passed through the 13 EMA, has passed through the is passing through the 20 EMA, and we could see the RSI is pushing downward, going towards the oversold area, and we could see that most of the candles have diminished in size and most of the candles are red. So there is a fatigue on the part of the buyers. So sad, so sad. But it did run 278%, so bravo, and it may not be done. Maybe later on it might come back. Who knows? Who knows with these tickers? But I will say one thing, Doubles. ALBT, you went up 278%. Thank you for the memories.
Thanks for the memories.
But what have you done for me lately?
What have you done for me lately?
We're going to go and look for another stock because you're pulling back. Bah. I know I'm being unreasonable, but hey, that's what I do. SGD, let's take a look at it. SGD, pumping and pumping. It's pushing, folks. SGD, pumping and pumping, pushing and pushing. 95%. Next resistance area at around 47.5. 47.5. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated over here. Let's do some drawing. Hello. We have significant resistance at this level right here, which is nowhere near where the price action is right now. So 89 cents is about where the significant resistance is. But right now, it's pushing, it's pumping. Let's go to the 5 minute, take a look at what it looks like. It is super extended on the 5 minute. It needs to pull back, but it's testing this 100%, 101%, and it's pushing through resistance, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, the humanity of it, 104%. Let's accelerate. Can we do a squeezy, nice and easy? 104% so far. Can it accelerate? Let's go to the 1 minute because that's always more exciting, Doubles. Oh, come on. Do a squeezy. Nice and easy. Don't do a top tail. We don't want a top tail. Do a squeezy, nice and easy. Come on. Not so easy. Make it
Not
go.
so easy for that.
We want you to do a squeezy, like a really hard squeezy. Come on. You can do it. Get your vitamin V. Come on. Get a little bit of D. If you got a little bit of D, I wouldn't judge you. Really, I wouldn't. Trust me. It's okay. Come on. A little bit of demand. Come on, baby. 108%. Come on, accelerate, baby. Squeeze it, baby. Squeezy. The Banana Republic shall collapse, I tell you. No more Speedos. No more Speedos. Don't block my car on A1A. Don't wear your Speedos. The Banana Republic. No. Squeeze. 112.
Tailgate too.
112. 116. Top tail at 51. Top tail. Whoop. Top tail alert. Come on, reclaim that top tail. I'll put a level here. Top tail alert. 114%. Oh, it almost broke through the resistance area. Come on, a little bit more. Do you have a little bit more for the indelible bride? Do you have a little bit more for the indelible bride? Come on now. Give me another squeeze. Come on, one more squeeze. I know you're overboard. I get it. But a little bit more, just a little bit more. One more squeezy. Come on, give it to me before I get off the stream and go to Discord. Come on, you gonna do it for me? Squeezy. Volume. Come on.
Vitamin V.
This stock has been parabolic in the past, folks. 120%.
120%.
120%, folks. Are you having a good time? Because I am. I'll have a bigger and better time as it keeps going up. 121%. Pushy, squeezy. Come on now, let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. It is super duper extended doubles. Top tail, tiny little wick over there, but it could reclaim that. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. First red candle. Okay, so we got what? 120% on SGD. I'm going to be keeping an eye on you, fella. I'm going to keep an eye on you because that was quite respectable. Has some news. Volume 13 million. Float 5.7 million. Going to keep an eye on this sucker right over here. And I'm going to keep an eye on ALBT as well. ALBT. It needs to recover. But SJ Day, man, it looked good for a while. Okay, so it gave us 120%. That's the end of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go stream live on our Discord. And of course, we get a lot more serious in the Discord, and we really do some deep diving analysis in the Discord. So we're going to invite you to come and join us in the Discord. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. And we have an incredible special where you can try out the Discord, where we call a lot of bangers a lot of times. We do a lot of live streaming, a lot of educational content, and the trial is $1 for the 5-day trial. Links in the description, pinned comment. Go ahead and join us in the live stream. If you're not subscribed to us on YouTube,
be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is caring, doubles. Sharing is caring. And of course, you can follow us on x.com, aka Twitter, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, you can follow us on Twitch, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, on TikTok, we are at DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks.
At DBL NICKS. At DBL Nicks on TikTok. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money, folks.
Money.
All right. Make a lot of money, because I am Coach Nick Money.
Be greenable.
Be greenable. And I'm with my compatriot, the one, the only, DBL Nicks.
In the house.
A.K.A.
the Rainmaker.
And it wouldn't be a party if we don't give kudos to the bushy tail Serengeti specialist. You know her. You know the crowd favorite. You know her as DBL Moms. Hey! Yeah, baby. Yeah. DBL Moms in the house. All right.